If you're stuck inside this fall and your dog is driving you absolutely nuts, you're not alone. Welcome to Straight Up Dog Talk, the podcast helping burned out pet parents who feel stuck with their pup finally let go of the guilt, learn to communicate, and build the bond you've always dreamed of through a partnership-based approach that combines training, nutrition, and enrichment instead of chasing the quick fixes that don't actually work. And in this episode, you'll learn 7 indoor enrichment games that help your dog calm down, focus, and rest without hours of exercise, how to meet your dog's needs even if you're low on time, energy, or resources, and why enrichment isn't a bonus, it's a basic need, especially for dogs who struggle with boredom, overstimulation, or reactivity. Because regulation doesn't come from wearing them out. It comes from lighting up their brain in the right way. Let's talk about fall. It's getting darker, colder, and harder to go outside later and later in the day. But your dog still needs an outlet, and maybe you do too. I know firsthand how hard it is to feel trapped inside with a big feeling dog who's bouncing off the walls. And I also know that burning them out with more fetch or longer walks isn't the answer, especially if you have a reactive dog, a dog who gets overstimulated easily, or a dog who just struggles with big emotions and doesn't know what to do with them. That's where enrichment becomes your lifeline. And not just any enrichment, intentional, calming, regulation-focused games that help them rest easier, think clearer, and feel safer inside their own body. So today, I'm walking you through 7 of my favorite indoor enrichment games that calm and entertain your dog, especially when going outside feels overwhelming or just straight impossible. And I'm keeping it simple. You don't need a million supplies, and you don't need to spend $100 at the pet store or online. And you don't need to make your whole house into a training zone. You just need a few things your dog already loves and the intention behind it. Number 1, scent trails with a twist. Instead of tossing food all over the room, try dragging a food-filled sock across the floor, the couch, the stairs, and then hide it somewhere creative, like the bathtub. Let your dog sniff it out. This activates their nose and brain, and you can level it up by letting them watch the setup and wait for a release cue. Number 2, puzzler or modular puzzle time. These are super great because they're not one and done. You can change the layout, the difficulty, and the structure each time. Puzzler specifically is dishwasher safe, super durable, and allows you to build routines like your calm cue gets a puzzle, and now rest. Number 3, DIY toilet paper tube games. Take a few empty tubes and seal the ends with paper, or you can even fold them over on each other. Don't ever use string or ribbon because you don't want it tied up in your dog's intestines. Then just hide a few treats inside and let your dog figure out how to open them up. It's crunchy, safe, if monitored, of course, and adds problem solving without overstimulation. Number 4, the calm lick mat routine. Lick mats aren't just for boredom. They actually activate the calming part of your dog's brain. Use things like goat milk, pumpkin puree, or dog-safe peanut butter. You can even use an egg in the microwave for 2 minutes. Otherwise, use your topping of choice and pop it in the freezer for added challenge, and use it before the chaos happens, like guests arrive or a storm rolls in. Number 5, trash box treasure hunt. Grab a cardboard box and fill it with toilet paper rolls, scrap paper, egg cartons, cereal boxes, or brown paper. Sprinkle food or treats inside and let your dog dig, sniff, and shred their way through it. It's super satisfying, super fun to watch, and great for rainy days or emotional resets. Object scent discrimination. Start with 2 cups, one with a treat underneath. Let your dog sniff both and indicate which one hides the prize. Build up using socks, boxes, and new rooms. This builds focus, confidence, and trust. And last but not least, the enrichment stack combo. Try this routine. 5 minutes of play, 5 minutes of puzzle time, and then a 10-minute chew. This builds excitement, satisfaction, and calm. You're activating different parts of the brain, movement, problem solving, and finally, self-soothing. When your dog is struggling, it's not just bad behavior. They're likely understimulated, underregulated, or emotionally overwhelmed. And that goes for pet parents too. By giving them structured, calming outlets that match their needs, you're not spoiling them. You're supporting their nervous system and building a better relationship in the process. You don't need to do all seven every day. You don't even need to rotate constantly. You just need to stay curious. What helps your dog reset? What brings them back to their body, their brain, and their bond with you? Here's your enrichment tip of the week. Try the trash box treasure hunt. It's quick, satisfying, and uses what you already have in your recycling bin. Bonus tip, let your dog watch you build it. Anticipation builds engagement and increases the payoff. So remember, be kind, spread joy, and never forget, calm doesn't come from quiet. Sometimes it comes from connection. Thank you for listening to Straight Up Dog Talk. If your dog is bouncing off the walls no matter how much you walk them, it can feel like nothing is ever enough. The truth is, most dogs don't need more exercise. They need the right kind of enrichment to settle their brains and their bodies. That's why I put together a free enrichment resource packed with easy, fun ideas that you can try right away. The link is in the show notes. And remember, new episodes drop every Monday and Wednesday. I'll see you next time.